are we from?
Where are we?
Yeah.
In the Kimberley. Remote little washout.
Mossy is on board with us today. Welcome on board. Thanks for coming with us, sir.
Getting a bit of loving just over here. It's not a tail halfway there. Look at there.
Beautiful morning.
Reedies.
That's all that needs to be said.
Pretty good.
Also, special thanks to our sponsors, Honda, or future sponsors.
Honda?
Yeah. What can you say about them? We flog them.
Well, they do their job. Yeah. Really, really well. Something all about it. Soon when I get that fucking end on. Malcolm Douglas is special.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's that again? A 225 or 175?
175,
Yeah.
but it's the same as a 225. It's got one after that for you do $1,000 and do the computer.
Oh,
Exactly
God.
the same. Yeah, when we fired it up, off he goes, fuck him off the ocean.
He's doing
They gave him
all good.
What do we got over here? So nets are set.
Yeah, I'll start with a crocodile, right? This one over here, he knows there's a fish in the net, so he's resting on the net. And he's feeling the vibrations of what's in that net. In other words, he's quite he's been around the net a lot of times before. And when he feels that vibration, he's working his way down to a fish. A couple of things are in that net. And he gently work his way to it. As soon as there's a vibration, or look right behind him, there's a head poking up. So he's right on a barramundi or whatever that he's stuck in the net there. In the net, he's just sitting there watching the eat what's in the net. He's trying to figure out where it is. All the while having a bit of sunbake and being really curious. Like something to do. And he might be underneath the net. He might be on the other side of the net. He's actually got stuck in the net.
Yeah,
Figuring out what's going on. He's right next to something. He's popped up right next to the baz.
It's the baz. Oh, get off you
Oh,
friggin'.
my goodness.
I think he's stuck in the net.
Alright.
Got it.
On the upper side.
Get off. Yeah, he's stuck in it.
Sure, I will roll him out.
Dark, mate.
Come up like this, and off he's gone. Yeah. That's probably why he didn't grab it. It's a stinky shark. Yeah, that's how clever these things are. Because we've got a shark problem in the world, I'm doing my bit.
That's something else here. That's what it says.
So we've got 1, 2 crocodile over here. There's 3 crocodiles dagging around this net. There's a lot of misinformation about the poor old crocodile. People think they're just a silly bloody killing machine. But they're really curious, intelligent animals. Look at that thing here.
Baz. I know we always talk about it, Frog, but it still blows my mind how there's hardly any like bi species, anything else in there except really the baz or maybe a shark here or there, or maybe a threadfin salmon, or
Tide's
depending.
more than halfway out, Johnny, so all those things they've already left the creek. Okay, thank you, Barra. You found
Can you please pull that little part up? Frog's about to chuck that. Thank you, mate.
Creek. Hang on to something.
Snagged up, bro. Something in there. How are we looking?
What? Too early in the tide. He likes to come out with a low tide.
Yeah.
Let it go and we'll come back. Not a lot of flow of tide today, it's a bit quiet, as in the pull of the tide. So they only come out when they really have to.
Can we make it come out?
Yeah, we can try, yeah. Let's go try and make it come out.
Yeah. Bit of persuasion. Well, Mossy, more crack than Harlem.
Mark was like, he had a fat time in Brazil, cunt.
Oh yeah?
2 months he's got there.
What's your thoughts, Frog? Like, would you say there's a bit of a shark issue up here now that they're not
Shark issue all around
netting for sharks
all around
anymore?
Australia. The issue is there's nothing around the equator where the Asians live. They've caught them all, but we're adopting the overfished principle in those areas. And we've forgotten that we've got the best fisheries in the world, the most well-managed resources. We've forgotten how resilient sharks are. We've brought all the commercial effort out, so no one's allowed to catch them. No one is catching them, and they proliferate the area so quickly. So yeah, we've got a shark problem. There's way too many of them. In the last 20 years, our poor little school kids have had it rammed down the rhetoric that everything's depleted, everything's overfished. That's just a load of bullshit. Complete bullshit. Now I know a lot of nerds have got to get jobs when they finish uni and all that sort of shit, but fuck, we've lost track of the way science rules legislation, and the way science is, everything's based on science. Well, since the .com boom, everything's based on what some person reckons on social media. So if someone says something, someone goes, oh, that must be true.
Never believe hearing you hear and only half of what you see.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I used to keep sharks, but the government made it not viable to keep them. And they destroyed the shark meat market in a heartbeat with one stroke of a pen. All on bullshit legislation to win votes, the Green movement. And so I support the Green movement. We've got to have one to keep us all honest. But when it's got to do with just voting, what a load of bullshit.
Yeah.
We've kind of wiped our arse with the Constitution these days in Australia, whereby political decisions regarding the environment should be based on proper science.
Yeah.
Well, we're bereft of the ability these days. Wokey government, social media not doing us any favours. It's a real kick in the groin for future generations because they've been misled and opportunities are missed out, such as our kids having a crack at, something like this.
And Frog, you work quite closely with fisheries and with the science fields, like the universities for research and things like that, yeah?
Yeah, mate, I'm their contractor to catch the information for them whenever they need me to do a survey. And the Moss one, me and Mossy are there to do it. We are their contractors. So basically rather than fisheries scientists come out and try and catch barramundi, they use us fishermen so they get a better result and we keep them safe. It's probably the most paramount thing. Like I said, kill themselves.
Especially out here, right? It is the Kimberley.
So yeah, there's a lot of bullshit going on about worldwide fisheries in general, but unfortunately the powers that be have adapted data from places that are overfished around the world, say around the equator, and we've no need to apply to us here. But anyway, swings and roundabouts, it's like a 10-year cycle. Politicians come, politicians go. You know, information ages come and go too, you know. If people could just sort of get back in touch with common sense rather than taking the easy way out and just watching and listening and believing, then maybe, you know, the country will stand a chance, primary production will stand a chance, that's for sure. Because we've wrapped up a food bowl that is 1,000 years it's 1,000 years sustainable in most of our fisheries. Crayfishing, trap fishing, demersal, there's an issue. Bullshit, false politics. We have the most sustainable resource in the world and we're not allowed to harvest it. It's a bit of a shame.
Nah.
Anyway, down to the next nets we go.
Roger.
Like I said, just needs to sleep on a bed, not fuck on a bucket. I made it, it's that wide that I'm sleeping on. You can't get it sort of rolled over on one spot.
Rely on pure fatigue to get rest.
And yeah,
Well, you see that.
shoulder's still fucked from fucking being the boat with Jack. So
Yeah, okay.
what?
Well, that's no good. Crocodile's chewing on that float, John.
Harold, we've told you. Away. It's not nice to do that.
I've got a penchant for old school styrofoam. They like to all smash it all up so it drifts down the creek, all polluting and shit. I've gone over to these ready-made spongy ones and they just can't rip them apart. They're really good. It drives them mental.
It's a beautiful day.
Got the raft point in the background there, Johnny, that's really significantly special to the traditional owners.
Can you elaborate why?
I don't really know, it's just a sacred place for them. Beautiful art ledge up there. They protected it, it became a little bit too popular with cruise ships and so forth, and the traffic was undermining their values. It's fair enough.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
There's one thing that's going to change this place forever, if not is cruise ships.
Do you believe that's going to be the way, maybe? With all the changes that are happening in the Kimberley now?
Well, they might only leave footprints, but it's a solution, you know. Like, we still can go around the place, pull ships out of here and collectively harvest the joint, but I don't sound like a dickhead, but when you have cruise ships, thousands of people all day long, animals get tired of that, they form a noise pollution and they all bail. Birds don't even go there after a while.
That's what we noticed the other day, Frog, with the island that we visited. First thing you said was, have a listen to that. All the bird life.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Yeah, animals are really perceptive and that's where they live, and if they get too much imbalance, such as traffic all day long, it's more the noise than anything else. They don't like it. Everything leaves, the whole food chain leaves, including the fish. Unfortunately, we're the only sort of mob that hang around to suss that pattern out. It does affect us directly, but tourism is king apparently, that's okay. This bitch said I'd fuck off back to France. Go back to your Antarctic seasonal shit and leave us the bloody hell alone. I'm disappointed in the traditional owner groups to not see that value. That's okay, that's a discussion in the future. That's all good, it's all part of it. As long as they're learning about cultural values and history on their tours, I suppose it's okay. But it is costing our business, that's for sure. We'll make do. We can roam between Cape Leveque and the NT border so we can just burn more fuel. It just makes it harder as a barramundi fisherman to locate the barramundi because they're out of whack, they're out of kilter because of that so-called pollution. Anyway, that's fishing. Not much bait out here, Mossy, eh? It's fucking not a lot going on, mate. Not many birds, one bird. The only kite and egret. They haven't left early, but you saw that. We'll give it another bloody hour and a half, boy. Yeah. We'll bring it to go.
I'll have to stir him up, Rob.
Yeah, okay, we'll go up there.
You gonna stir them up?
And it
We'll
gets
go up
dirty.
there. Do the old buddy. Round 'em up, round 'em up.
Dirty.
Nice surprise to come and check. Still a bit early. So you're on our way up. but Frog saw something in the net, so we thought we'd stop and ta-da!
About up as far as we can get. A few bends around from the gear. Tide's going out. There's 2 hours of tide to go out. A little bit impatient, so we're just going to stir it up a bit. If we can. Encourage them to swim.
Boosting.
Any current, tide kind of pulse, going and stop and going and stop rather than just keep going. Make that formation, stir them up. No, not really. There's the plate up. At the moment I'm thinking fuck all.
Mossy was quick to remind us there's a rock bar underneath this. It would really make your day if you hit that hard enough. When they jump out the back almost into the boat. Crazy. There's the net. Right.
Salmon.
Threadfin salmon, you ripper. So the bass over there. Dispatched. Now, Frog, why did we bleed them out? You tell me why they...
Pumped all the blood out of them.
Yep.
Make them better eating. Better shelf life.
Mm-hmm.
While they're alive, nibble. While the heart's still pumping, isn't it? While the heart's still beating, it pumps all the blood out of the flesh. This one don't do it.
Ooh, nice.
Just caught. Nice.
Yeah, boy.
Just caught in the net.
So we've killed him in the brain, and the heart's still pumping. As gruesome as it is, it's life. And it's good quality eating fish.
Lovely. And another.
Playing fishing just We're all down low, eh? In the very bottom.
Still such an interesting phenomenon for me. Bass only. Or threadfin. Tell us about the nets you use, Frog. Most people wouldn't understand the different gauges. What?
Oh, 7-inch mesh.
Yep.
Quite big. Only start catching fish when they're big.
Mm-hmm.
The little ones go through.
Yep.
That's a by law thing. Requirement. Oh, look, another.
Oh,
On the bottom again, Mossy. Funny creek, this one. So we brain spiked him, Johnny. We've got a little bit of time there, a bit of a window before his heart stops beating.
mm-hmm. As you showed before, it will still keep pumping, right? Today's been nice. I've had the day off from doing that job. It's nice to film. There's often a lot of blood around. Again.
Still beating.
Good one.
You really go there, so mate. Now the next fucker.
Let's go to the next one. Something going on. Just in.
Just pull back to you, please, mate. The old Quintrex has got a straight keel. He only wants to go straight, the bugger. Come on. What's the other one there?
Just caught.
Get behind you, please, mate. Oh, that's nice and sharp, Johnny.
See it? Compliments of Johnny the Blade.
Blade.
And where are these beautiful Barra going to, Frog?
The local Broome tourist trade. Places like Horizontal Seaplane Adventures at Horizontal Falls.
Yep.
and the hotels and restaurants of Broome. Look at this one, Mossy.
Oh, hello.
Oh, we've got a buddy.
Now talk about the dangers, Frog, just quickly on the barramundi.
What, Johnny?
The dangers of pulling this out of the net. So,
Well, they've got really sharp heads.
yep.
So we, and they're super strong. So we've got razor.
Yep.
125 pound monofilament. But need to be careful. And the assorted spines, you know. They're not poisonous, but they do hurt when they get stuck in you.
Especially in the foot.
So that's my vintage. I like the brain spike them because it stops them thrashing around so much also.
Yep.
Ooh.
So it minimises danger for us.
Minimises the old RSI on the Warwick farm.
There's his mate. Now, can you satisfy the marine biologist in me, mate?
Yeah, do you
Let's talk about hermaphrodites.
Ooh, LGBT fucking crap.
Just
No, these
directly related only to barramundi today, please.
are all born males.
Yep.
After a few years, or about 70 centimetres, 65 to 70, they change sex to female.
Mmm.
For preservation, which makes them a very sustainable resource and a sustainable commercial target. Because Mother Nature's intended them to survive. Beautiful. So that one will be just female.
Yep.
Some places, Johnny, they grow a lot faster than others.
Mm-hmm.
We've had females that are 2 years old in our research program. In some places in the kinders, region specific.
Yep.
It's pretty remarkable. And the cool thing about Barra, I think it's the most unknown thing about them, is they travel. They don't necessarily migrate, but they're a curious minded, intelligent fish, and they roam hundreds of miles. So there's misconception with what I do is, if I was in that creek a month ago, there'll be no fish there. Well, 400 fish might have rolled in the last 2 weeks because they travel so far.
Mm.
All dictated by big tides. So this is empty. This is empty 20 days a month, this creek, twice a day. So there'll be no fish in it. They'll be down there, miles away. That's the cool thing about them, they travel.
Mm.
Long, long way.
Off to the next net.
Next down.
Yep.
That
Go.
was cool. Chip it away, mate. Chip it away. Couple turning up.
Quality fish.
Yeah. All these fish would have come in the last 24, 48 hours. From way out there. Just cruising with the tide, because there was no water here. You know? It's a real common misconception with that gill net stigma that the public think, perhaps some people think, I'll put it that way, that when a net fisherman's been through a place, there's nothing left. That'll only happen if you've got an irresponsible operator that hammers the living shit out of a place. But it's just 1-2 days a year, this creek, 1-2 days a year.
And change of the gauge as well of the net, and you know the certain specifics of it.
Mesh, yeah.
Yep.
Sometimes 8-inch mesh. They only catch big fish.
Yep.
A lot of the time after their breeding cycle. We're closed between November and March, so you know, or start of February.
Yep.
And not many of us are a couple of us that are fish it because it's a hostile place in the wet season. We've got deadly stingers and strong winds,
Cyclones.
torrential rain, cyclone threats. That holds your business up, and too much fresh water. You know, the old bass, he likes the salt. Yeah, they might breed in a bit of fresh, but good quality fish are in the salt, and numbers of them.
Oh yeah.
Snag a bit of a touch up.
Yeah, okay. Are you ready? I want you to sit down on the seat, please, mate.
Touching up the snag.
Getting the move on.
Oh, yeah.
Gorgeous day, Mossy. Beautiful.
Glorious.
Blessed. Something happening here too.
Bad, I've got to leave, but I've got to keep. Wait for it. Oh, yeah.
Bait fish. He just got through. Yeah, that's only that's a smaller species. Another blue nose, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, magpie calls me the Teletubby. Yeah, he's fucking there yesterday and he's fucking into this fucking big plate of fucking potatoes. I said, you must really like potatoes. He goes, oh, I do, Mossy. And I said, yeah, we've got a head like one. Yeah, he come down to fucking Warren to see the other mate, Billy's nephew, fucking old Norm.
Oh yeah?
One that gave me all the knives and shit. I can't believe that. Fucking Billy's fucking.
That's a small world factor in it, mate.
Yeah, Froggy, you have done this on your own
Yeah.
in the past for a long time.
Yeah.
And now, is there a difference having two other guys on board?
Yeah,
When we got.
The difference is that in those days I had a lower profile vessel.
Yep.
I was lower to the water, and it was shallower draft. It was easy to work. Quintrex factor. If I could plug Quintrex on this, Johnny, I'd say very good millennium bloody gadget. But I tell you what, when you want to go on a straight line on gill net, they
Yep.
just want to go straight. But very dry ride, well built.
Grab me knife. Natural reflex, I was going to grab it then.
Johnny, please. What's we got here, Mossy?
Yeah, good mate. Dan had a bit of a fall down the steps the other day.
you saw down that day?
Same one. Everyone was real worried. I just said it and took a hand to it.
Yeah.
Love.
You got 950 with you?
Yeah, close, yeah.
You do the quick size and weight, mate. Guesstimation.
Thumping and yeah, good.
Yeah.
Fucking beauty. 2 kilo fillets,
Yep.
trimmed, dressed, and the best part about it for us, Johnny, at the moment, or usually, to maximise the whole fish and utilise it.
Yep.
It's got beautiful skins, and we're going to make some prime leather goods with that.
Bloody oath. So we're getting the throat, we're getting the cheeks, we're getting the wings.
Cheeks, wings, throats, fillets,
Thought you were gonna fall.
and the
Beautiful skin. Let's talk about that for you. I've noticed everywhere we go there's almost a change in the colour depending on where it is. So sometimes that brilliant gold colour, sometimes very dark chrome colour.
The long rivers, they can be bronze, they live in that brackish kind of water, salt but brackish.
Yep.
And also, Johnny, when they the chromies come out of the field, so like these are pretty good chromie, purple ones. But once they died, the pigment changes in their skin. Doesn't affect how they tan, just affects how they visually look. They darken up after they're completely dead. Like most things, really.
All clear on this net?
All clear, mate.
Roger. Our old veteran
Good fish in that one.
replacing Beezy today.
So
Mossy.
we'll look at these couple down here. Then we'll wander back to the top because that snag's going to come across and dry that out, and there's a rock bar around the corner.
And that's going to stop us getting through.
But nice to see some fish moving.
Yeah.
Hell
Good
yeah.
sized fish. You don't need to catch many fish like that to have a good earn.
Yep.
They're bloody big.
That's a six fish box, hey?
They'll be size 4s, I reckon.
Yeah.
Fish to a 12 kilo box.
Beautiful.
And
Oh yeah.
we're looking at being successful with our value adding on our skins, our Melgrove product. So when we bring it all together, it'll be really good. We'll catch less fish and hopefully it'll support 2 or 3 families.
Yeah.
And a lot less, make a lot more sense. What was that, Mossy?
I'm a bit of a swirl there. Like look at you, for some reason.
So we're trying our bloody best to value add this iconic product. Blah blah blah. And having fun while we're doing it. Comes a great sacrifice. We've all got families and kids. Oh yeah, my way.
Beautiful chrome colour shimmering in the net. A lot of people probably wouldn't understand there's also that cost of not being at home, mate, and not being around for certain situations. And you know, being a sailor, being a master mariner, you're on the water a lot of the time. Mossy, you're the same, yeah?
Yeah, mate.
You miss some occasions, like birthdays, like Christmas, like...
That got a bit clear on the table too, mate.
Yep.
Thanks for saving grace. We've had good women around us. We've got very, very good kids.
Yep.
We're fortunate men, you know.
Yeah, very.
The only way we can look at it, the only way to look at it, fortunate men.
Yeah.
They're good women, mate.
The end story is that we have great children, right?
Yeah, mate.
Regardless.
Absolutely.
That's our real business. Unfortunately, we have to do this to make sure the business runs well.
So down that one there, Johnny, there's 2 Crocs on that net. So we're just going to go down there and keep them company, make sure they're not up to no good. And they're just swimming along it, checking it out.
You often say that
when a crocodile does grab a fish,
yeah,
and it does get entangled by the front of the snout, they are air breathers, so they can drown. So we just got to be a bit
gentle.
vigilant, if you like, be a good word. This one's on the bank here, he's not phased, he's having a sunbake. Water's dropped about 4 degrees in the past 3 weeks. So it's time to get a bit of sun when they can. Beautiful specimen, eh? Healthy.
Look at that fat belly.
Yeah, he's got big guts, eh?
He's eating well. Bit of action.
Well, from Frogs Barra and Malgrove, fingerprints from the sea. We are wild caught, for goodness sake. Last net coming in, curious crocodile. Got a beautiful Barra here, and the lateral line along here, sensory organ, is our primary focus when we make our leather goods at Malgrove. And some quail merch too. Look at these rough diamonds, but quail merch.
Nice quail, just a bit rough around the edges.
Correct. Frogs Barra wild caught, for goodness sake. Malgrove, fingerprints from the sea.
www.malgrove.au.com.
Get around it if you like, or not. Till next time. Onyas.
Okay.
We're going. Alright. Thanks for behaving.